Two teams. To make their living beyond the arc, Grant.
Yeah, they love to shoot the three-point shot, and they do it effectively. And, of course, that means these two teams understand the importance of good spacing. They're great shooters on both sides, to be sure, but motion and ball movement are the real keys to their three-point attacks.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's man in at the point.
And last season's scoring champion, Joel Embiid, the first center to lead the league in scoring since Big Shaq way back in the 2000 season.
And Joel Embiid, last season, the first center to average over 30 a game since Moses Malone did it back in 1982, Grant.
Oh, B.A., talk about historic company. And how about this? Also the first ever international player to lead the NBA in scoring, too. I mean, he won't be the last with the way things are.
George. Can't hit that one. Excellent D there from Embiid. And it's McDaniels off the drive. The three, here's Harris. Sinks it from distance.
And the coaches rave about Harris and his three-point shooting. Helps his team space the floor.
To the paint. Back to man. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Sixers ball.
First quarter of play, a minute in. McDaniels finds Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
It's all about getting ideal positioning. Once Embiid gets it, the D is toast.
Here's man. Looking at his numbers. Currently, he's averaging around 9 points a game. George outside to halt the run. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Last time they met in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
They were able to pull out a win last time because their bench came up big. It's so important to have depth on your roster.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
Now here's Leonard. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. Pass to George, and it's blocked by Embiid.
A menace on the defensive end. Embiid's reach disrupts your offense.
5 on the clock. Here's George. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Sixers. All right, a chance to check out stats for P.J. Tucker. And we have to take another look at that block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter.
You know, in the past several seasons, there's been one constant with the 76ers. They're going to be among the best defensive teams in the league.
Embiid misses.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Here's Mann. And it's all from three-point range.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
The Sixers' identity really does center around their defense.
It's so true, B.A., and they've done a great job playing to their strengths. That's the key for any contending team. Maximize your players' talents. Philly has done that as well as anybody.
Now here's George. We saw him with 19 his last time out. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, that's about tremendous vision. And remember, Paul George has the kind of size that allows him to survey the floor beautifully.
Embiid inside. He's guarded by Zubac. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Sixers for the ball. George with a steal. Out left to the wing. Zubac passes to Leonard. Oh, stolen by Harris. Now Harden. A 20-point game for him in the win against New York.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Here's Mann. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. Pass to Zubac. Here's Mann. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee.
And he didn't just put up big points. He beat everyone to the boards.
And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. Covington's checked in for the Clippers.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Maxey. And that one hits the back iron.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And the improvement of Tyrese Maxey's three-point shot from his first season to second year, just unprecedented. He improved by over 12% with a huge increase in attempts as well.
And the Clippers making a change here. Boston's checked in.
Well, you have to love an authoritative finish, and Mr. Covington leaves no doubt.
Pass to Harrell. Back to Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Here's George. Pass to Covington. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 3rd assist of the night. Philadelphia, they've gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Here's Maxey. And George with some nice D. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Oh, Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Paul George, one of those players the media appreciates because he doesn't give you pat answers. When you ask him a question, he is thoughtful and is honest.
Powell, he's checked in for Boston. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Here's Melton over to the wing. Maxey against Covington. And Harrell with the basket on the assist from Maxey.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
To the inside. Out to Covington. Launches a three. Hits a three-pointer. Covington's got 7.
Right now, Robert Covington in the catch and shoot has so much confidence.
Here's Maxey. Good D by Covington. It's been all about Tobias Harris for the Philadelphia 76ers. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. We'll be right back after this word. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
And so in the game for the Clippers, Leonard and Batum, the duo at forward. Norman Powell out there with Eric Gordon. And it's Covington in at the center position, locking down the middle. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. Well, Joel Embiid drawing comparisons to some legendary big men. He said, quote, "I want to be mentioned as one of the greats. That's my goal." And obviously being a Hall of Famer. But you got to take step by step, one day at a time. It's going to take a lot of work, and I'm willing to put it in, guys.
Now he's well on his way, Allie. Thanks. And the Clippers have possession after the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league. But boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
And the Clippers call time here. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Harris against Powell. Out to Covington. Leonard outside. Back to Covington. To the middle. The three. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. Both teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, BA, it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
Well, whenever you bring up the 76ers, you instantly think of Joel Embiid.
Oh, no question. He's the face of this franchise. Embiid is as good as anyone in the league. Off the floor, Joel is willing to take the blame when things don't go right. That's who you want as a leader.
Here's Tucker, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, I just love the activity, a fireball of energy. Tucker earning himself a trip to the stripe.
At the line for your Sixers, PJ.
And he sinks the second.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Pass to Covington. Gordon outside. Leonard for 3. The rebound by Embiid.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And here's Harden. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Pass to Embiid. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Harrell's checked in for the Sixers. Takes a three. Knocks down the triple. And the 76ers lead by 13.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
Gordon on the take for three. Covington knocks it down from distance. Covington's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Tucker. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists in the game.
This is where James Harden's ability to quickly scan the floor and then find the right window to deliver the pass. So good, so good.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Now here's Harden. Outside McDaniels. Back to Harden. Second chance effort. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Here's Leonard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. James Harden picks one up.
Well, Kawhi has become one of the smartest offensive players in the game, understanding use of the shot fake and what it can give you.
Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
B.A., I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive, a defensive force as we have seen.
Embiid, he's checked in for Harrell. Morris, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Mann comes in for Gordon. We've got 1:55 left in the second period. Powell against Harris. Here's Mann. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Covington passes to Powell. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Covington. Now here's Leonard. Pass to Mann. Beyond the arc. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Melton. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. On the wing man, Melton covers. Pass to Powell. The little short-range fadeaway is off target. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Embiid passes to Melton. Can't connect from short range. The Clippers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Morris with it, now guarded by Harris. Leonard on the wing. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Leonard's got 5 now.
Well, the strength of Kawhi Leonard's game is in the painted area. He is so consistent as a finisher.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. With the teardrop, out to Covington. Back to Mann. Leonard outside, and it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Philadelphia ball. Substitution on the court.
Melton outside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in a good sit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Tobias Harris was red hot to start the first. He had 11 points, 2 rebounds. And that's...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. How about Robert Covington displaying all his skills today?
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Up front, it's Tucker at the 4, next to Embiid in the middle. James Harden out there with Jalen McDaniels. And it's Harris in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate.
Here's Embiid. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Back to Daniels. This one for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Both shots good from the stripe. And we know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Harden misses.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's man, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Don't you love the awareness that Paul George brings to the table on a night-by-night basis? How about that pass?
Here's Embiid. Zubac with the steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Powell finds Zubac. Back to Powell. Inside. George outside. Shot clock at 6. Morris outside. Back to George. And that comes off the assist by Morris. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Harden to pass to Harris. Embiid inside. Zubac there. The Sixers with another miss.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Offensive board. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And the 76ers call time here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Sixers head coach Doc Rivers earned the nickname Doc back in college for wearing a T-shirt with Julius Erving on it. In the NBA, he said, quote, "The first game I started was against the Sixers. I went over and said, Dr. J, how are you?" And he said, "Doc, how are you?" I said, no, I'm Glenn." But he said, "No, you're Doc." And that made me feel like $1 million. Guys.
All right, thanks, Allie. The 76ers making a switch here. Niang's checked in. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. Gordon comes in for man. And Philadelphia calls time here.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Embiid. Down low. Shot to end the cold streak. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 11. And then Embiid with the dunk.
And they're still in front, but they desperately needed that hoop to sustain the advantage.
The Clippers trail. Up top, George. Checked by Tucker. George, no good. Philadelphia's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Pass to Harris. Embiid with it. Back to Harris. To the wing on the left. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
George outside. To the middle. Here's Zubac. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 5 assists tonight.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
He's so tough to stop. Even when you hit Embiid, he possesses the strength to muscle shots in.
The Clippers making a switch here. Covington's checked in. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 for 9 in the half. It's George on the drive. For 3, Gordon. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Gordon's got 5 now.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
The jump hook. That one a little long. Here are the Clippers. They're on a 17-7 run. And the jam by George.
Assisted by.
You allow Paul George loose in fast break situations. He's an absolute force in the open floor.
Covington against Embiid. 1:07 left in the third quarter. And here's Harris outside. Sinks it. What range from downtown. He's got 14.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. And Philadelphia calls time here.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Reed's checked in for Joel Embiid. McDaniels comes in for Tucker. And Milton subbed in for Harden. Batum's checked in for Los Angeles. Powell comes in for Paul George. Timeout called, the 76ers. Paul George, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Philadelphia's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Milton to the paint. Reed. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Here's McDaniels. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Harris outside. That'll count. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Philadelphia leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, Powell and George are out on the wings. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Gordon in at the point guard. And it's Powell off the drive. And George with the jam.
That's a play that's all about positioning. And Paul George has the elevation to make it easy.
Milton against Gordon. Oh, George with a steal for the finish. And George with the jam.
And when they need it most, they show us some clutch play on both ends of the floor.
And the 76ers call time here.
Make the noise. And a big round of applause for your Sixers youth team.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Reed. Tucker comes in for Niang. And it's James Harden in for Milton. Zubac, he's checked in for the Clippers. Leonard comes in for Powell. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. He complimented the three-point shooting. He said, quote, "It's one thing to get the look, it's another to bury it. I believe in you guys. I think you've got this game on lock. Let's go out there and let's take this, guys."
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Embiid. Outside for Harden. Back to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Harris finds Harden. Here's Embiid. Great D that time from Zubac. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Here's Batum. No! They're unable to get the tying basket there. McDaniels inside. He's guarded by Zubac. McDaniels, that's good.
Not only is James Harden one of the elite one-on-one players in the history of the game, this guy is an elite passer, and it's on display there.
Here's Zubac, and it's slammed in by Zubac.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Now here's Harden. Embiid inside. Zubac there. And then Embiid with the dunk.
You know Embiid loves to produce like this, and you can tell it's firing up the team as well.
And a nice finish on the layup. And now it's a 6-point Philadelphia lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
For the Clippers, Morris, he's checked in for Batum, and it's Powell in for Gordon. Here's George. Goes back up, out to Leonard. Pass to Powell, and it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Philadelphia's gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Here's Embiid. Soft touch off the glass. Embiid's got 6 in the quarter. The Clippers have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Pass to George. Cranked it in off the glass.
Oh, I'll tell you what, in this 4th quarter, he's been locked in and has made some big shots for his team.
Harden, the pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shoes.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Now here's Leonard. Up top, Zubats. Kicks it to George. Just 4 to shoot. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. Covington's checked in for Zubats.
Coming out to the floor for the Clippers, Robert Covington.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Harden, the pass to Embiid. Harden, the open look. Powell pulls it in.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he wouldn't have gotten a better look than that.
The Sixers leading. Outside Harden. Pass to Tucker. Back to Harden. Looking to get it going. Second shot opportunity. And here's Harris. Embiid from outside. Rebound by the Clippers. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. Covington, no good. For Philadelphia, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Embiid with it. Guarded by Morris. Here's Tucker. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Embiid's got 3 assists now in this one.
You can't discount Embiid's value as a passer. That vision and court awareness. These are traits a team loves to have in a big man.
Now here's Leonard. The 3, Covington. Sends it home from 3-point land.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Personal foul. First team foul.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid gets the double team. Now Harris. 5 on the clock. Takes one from 10 feet. And there's Embiid. That one's good. And the assist by Harris. And the 76ers lead by 10.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
The 3, Covington. And it's Harris with the rebound. Here's Philadelphia. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Kicks it to George. Fires the 3. And the miss. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. This one was a fun one to watch.
Your Sixers.
Plus, these cards can be used in multiplayer modes for a limited time, until the end of Season 4. But after that, they're going to be limited to single-player modes only.
Dak, Devo, and Jalen are all ready to go from the field to the court. But the question is, are you?
I am, but you know what else?
Up next, the 76ers taking on the Clippers. For the
Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started. Hey, Dave.
Thank you. Kevin? Kyrie. Maxey is able to.
Nice to have that versatility, isn't it, David? Thank you. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. McDaniels is out there with Harden. And it's Harris in its small forward. And for the Clippers, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Man in at the point guard. Pass to Leonard. And there has, Greg, been some talk within the league about adding a mid-season tournament. What are your thoughts on that possibility?
I mean, with the success of the play-in tournament, which, in full disclosure, I was not for, but love now, I can see why they're considering it.
You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. And look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Outside, George. And the rejection by Embiid. We're about 1 minute into the first. Harden finds Embiid. Over in the corner, McDaniels. A three-pointer is right on target.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
Man passes to Zubac. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
They've made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now here in Philly.
Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And here's Morris for three. The Clippers keep it alive. Stolen by McDaniels. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And that one is good. Embiid's got 6.
And Tucker, great job reading the floor and finding a way to set up a ready shooter.
Outside, George. Down low. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Harden against Leonard. To the paint. Embiid. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in. 8 points for him.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Clippers trail by 6. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Zubac kicks to George. Back to Zubac. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Clippers. Right now, the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong.
Well, I think for L.A.,
they weren't really being talked about as contenders coming into the season, but they have entered that conversation.
They're in the thick of it, and I think they got an attitude that's well-suited for the pressure and intensity of playoff basketball. So when the postseason arrives, look out for this team.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Clippers.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Mann. The pass to Morris. The dish to Plumlee. Leonard, the pass to Plumlee. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Good D by Embiid.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
He gets that one.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, that had to have been #1 priority for the coaching staff coming into this one, limiting those turnovers and making sure they don't beat themselves this time.
Powell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Gordon comes in for Mann. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 6. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Morris dishes to Gordon. Passes it to Plumlee. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Harden kicks to Embiid. To the middle. Harris passes to Embiid. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Embiid. Plumlee with the steal. Fast break. Here they come. Gordon dishes to George. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Not letting anybody keep him from that spot. Paul George, a nice, strong play that time.
Pass to Tucker. Lets it go from deep. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Clippers trail by 7. George with the ball. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. In the corner, Powell with it. Outside for George. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got his second bucket tonight.
And more, it should just sink in that Paul George is one of the most accurate three-point shooters in the league.
And Harris wide open. He shoots another 3 for Philadelphia.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
And play stops. Whistling what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Robert Covington's checked in for Plumlee. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Reed's checked in. It's George on the wing. And here's Morris for 3. A Big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the Philadelphia 76ers. He got to double digits for the quarter with
19. And check out who's coming onto the court.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Leonard and Morris are up in the forward positions. Gordon out there with Powell, and it's Covington in at the center, locking down the middle. Clippers trail by 7. Brett, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple of seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Leonard, the pass to Batum. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Poked away to the inside. Leonard against Harden. Back to McDaniels. In the corner, Harrell with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Tucker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Tucker's got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia.
PJ Tucker, just one of those guys at his size that always looms larger on the floor. He is comfortable on the inside and finishing. But he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Offensive rebound. Harrell. Second shot opportunity. That shot no good. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Batum. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And Batum understanding the positioning part of his game as he's gotten along in his career.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Philadelphia.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Outside, Batum. Leonard kicks to Powell. His 3-pointers off the mark. The 76ers leading by 11. And it's Harris off the drive. And slam dunk by Harris.
Banging around, trying to move guys around defensively. Tobias Harris showing he's got a little bit working tonight.
And the Clippers call time here. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, and they didn't get like blown out in that game, but it felt deflating and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going no matter who they had out on the court.
A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Robert Covington. While George comes in for Norman Powell. Mann subbed in for Gordon. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Emmanuel House comes in for Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for James Harden. Nobody near Milton. Here's Embiid, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Ball call.
So it's Philadelphia now. Tucker the pass to Milton. Now here's Milton. Defended by Batum. Here's Milton. Off target from 3-point range. Deflects the pass. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann.
Personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. And the Clippers making a change here. Powell's checked in. Back to Embiid. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride. Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's Mann. He's guarded by Melton.
2 minutes.
Zubac kicks to George. Offline with the baseline jumper.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Tucker finds Embiid. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Again, it's Joel Embiid. When he is on, there isn't one player in this league that can stop him.
Mann passes to George. And here comes House, leading the fast break. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 13-point game. High post, Zubac. Ball stolen. Yep, that one goes in there. Milton's got his first points of the game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
George looking over the floor. Outside, Batum. Powell, no one around him. Good on the triple. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Outside, House. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Shoots it. George, no good. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Robert Covington's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Norman Powell. And Eric Gordon subbed in for Terrence Mann. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Aston Yang, this one for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Here's George. 1 second left. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, James, we know that scoring seems to come
with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.